time since we filled Comblers, so let's do it. How about this cheesy thumbnail? So it's been such a long time filling Comblers, you guys don't even know that Jim has one very similar to mine. Mine is 4 times a day and his is 3 times a day. But we both started taking gummies. Like he does, I do a gummy calcium and he does a gummy melatonin. And when I noticed this, as the gummies were in with the regular medicine, they started to like make everything gross and sticky, and I don't know, started to feel like that they were taking off coatings and stuff. So I am currently not taking medicine 4 times a day because I don't take the afternoon gabapentin anymore. So I just use that extra compartment to do the gummies, as well as Jimmy does his extra compartment to do his gummies. Oh, gummies, babe. Gummies are over on your side of the table. And do you have the baby aspirin?
I don't know what it is. This book, and I have no clue what it is.
Okay.
So I am sorry.
You looked in all those places, you said?
Yeah.
All right, I really have got to start taking it. Like, I really have got to be taking it. You looked in your basket too, right? The top one?
Oh, I'm going to look again, but I'm not going to throw it.
Thank you. I appreciate it if you don't throw that on. So this is the chemotherapy. And even though it's my chemotherapy, we're not supposed to touch it extra. It's just recommended that you don't just put your hands all over it.
Chewable aspirin?
Chewable aspirin, that's the one. I take mine at 5 a.m. every day. So I'm going to open the very early morning compartment on each one of these. And I'll show you how I'm going to do it without touching the medicine. It's just something I learned at work. I realized this morning that you guys, I don't know if somebody commented or was it just me thinking about somebody. I don't know. I've been having very vivid dreams. Thank you. Thank you.
That's 2 different bottles.
Oh, okay.
The same thing.
Thank you. And thank you. Okay. Gummies and the gummies. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You okay? Did you stretch too much?
I did something today that I didn't think I was going to be able to do, and now I'm like paying for it. So.
Oh, you did good, baby. You did so much work today.
I know.
He'll tell you about it on his vlog another day. So anyway, your chemotherapy comes packed like this. It's a pill form. What we're going to do is we're going to do, usually what comes out is that little protective situation, but I put 1 pill into each cap. 1 pill at a time into the cap. And I use that to put in the container. If 2 pills come out, I don't touch the second pill. I put it back on, start all over again. It is a practice. You definitely have to practice. But this is the way we were taught to do medication in the group home if an individual was dispensed medication out of a bottle. You always put it into the cap, and from the cap you put it into the med cup. Oh, see, like 2 came out right there. I don't know if you guys can even see this far away, but 2 came out right there, so I put them both back. I put them both back and I start over. Okay, there we go. And I think I'm on Wednesday here. Usually I close as I go so that I don't get confused right there like I did, but I was so busy talking to you. I have to call the commercial pharmacy because after this dose, I'm going to figure out, after this week, I'm going to figure out how many doses I have left. So if you guys don't know, I'm taking my chemotherapy every day. I take 40 milligrams of Cabometyx. Cabometyx is specifically for kidney cancer, I believe. I don't think there's any other blood cancers, but kidney cancer for sure. By the way, whenever I do meds, especially now that the chemotherapy is happening, I make sure I sanitize the whole area with Clorox sanitizing wipes. And then it always goes back in the bottle to remind Jimmy just not to be willy-nilly with it. We always have to make sure we keep it in here so we remind ourselves, observe safety precautions when handling and administration. Even when I go to infusion, the infusion comes in a bag like this. So keep that in mind. All right, so now we're going to all the other medicines. Let me just double up these. He had 2 bottles of the chewable baby aspirin, and I'm not sure why. And last week he couldn't find either one of them. Oh, that one's not open yet. That's probably why. Okay, and this one is hopefully open. Yes, okay, and all ready to go. All right, so now we'll do is we'll open the day and nights on both of ours, Jim's and I's, and then the middle time one. So I do nighttime, daytime, and the mid is where the gummies go. So one thing I can do just to show you guys, let's do that instead. Let's put all the gummies in. Let's distribute the gummies first. So I'll open everybody's midday, and we'll go from there. If you're interested in seeing the difference with 3 days and 4 times a day, we both have sunrise, and then we both have a sun up, and they both have a moon. But this one has a bedtime, even though Jim takes his at bedtime. What I actually needed this for was afternoon, which is what was different. So it ended up being like early morning chemotherapy, breakfast. This moon was actually my midday dose, and this bed was bedtime dose. But we both have the middle spot that we're not using for morning and night, and that's where we put our gummies. Okay. We also take a CBD gummy. Jim and I take CBD for same and different reasons. Jim, I take it for sleeping issues as well as pain. Jim takes it for pain and anxiety. His anxiety does cause him to have some sleeping issues as well. Now, I live in a state where medical marijuana is legal, and because medical marijuana is legal, CBD products are also legal. But I get my CBD products, oh, I have that gummy still. I get my CBD products from Groupon, believe it or not. The one that I use is sugar-free gummy bears. This is 5,000 milligrams of CBD in this entire container. I feel like we broke it down once. It doesn't say servings per container, but my sister counted one time. She said there was like 500. So like that would be 10 milligrams each. And they are sugar-free, so like I don't have to worry about taking a high-powered gummy bear going to bed. So Jim doesn't like the cherry ones, which are the bright red ones. So I'm going to make sure I give them to me. Jim's cute because he usually color codes them. He'll be like, oh, Jim gets all the grape ones. Yeah, that green one is the kind that he likes. And then this green one he likes. And the yellow. And the yellow. And a green. Okay. Now for me, green is fine. Green is fine. A friend gifted me some high dose CBD gummies. We just use them for like if I'm having a severe pain night or severely nauseated. I hate to say it that way, but it happens more often than I would like care to admit, to be honest. Come on, cherries, come out. There we go. There's a cherry. There's a cherry. Oh, I already put it in there and I didn't close the door. Oh, I forgot to put his calcium in that. See? I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much. All right, so we're all done with these. Let's put these up. I got so busy talking about the CBDs, I forgot to pay attention to what I was actually doing. So Jim also takes a melatonin gummy. This is a 5 milligram melatonin gummy. He usually gets just one, but sometimes he'll go for a second one. 5 is usually enough if he's had a rough day or if he's had a nap. He sometimes will take a second one. But he keeps these by his bedside just for that very reason. That's why he had to get them for me, because I forgot they were over there. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about is like just med precaution, safety issues. I've done this before. I always sanitize my surface, sanitize my hands with a rubbing, not rubbing alcohol, hand sanitizer. I did just like wipe my eye with my left hand, but I'm not really always concerned about my left hand because that's usually what's holding the bottle, not touching the medicine, because I'm a righty. So that's what happens in my book. And how does he have 2 in there? He must not have been taking all his this week either. Okay. I have to take the extra one out because he won't, it won't fit. The little guys won't fit in there. So these have some sugar and some carbohydrates. That's why he takes those. I take pill form. I'll give that to him to put away. I take a pill form of melatonin. So that's what this is. So now we can open the rest of our containers, morning and night. The reason I do it like this, and I do both at the same time, is because there's a lot of medications my husband and I take the same of. Our allergy medicine, our pain medicine, the vitamin B12 is really, I think, all that's left that we take together. We used to take a lot of the same medications together. It was B12, it was the ibuprofen when we were both on ibuprofen, it was stool softener, we were both on the traditional stool softener, it was the allergy medicine and the vitamin E, the vitamin B, and the insulin, and just like tons of different medications that we take are the same. So the first thing I'm going to do is Alotech. Alotech is generic Zyrtec. I didn't open my boxes. What is wrong with me? My brain is up my booty. I really need to pay attention to what I'm doing, but I am, so don't worry about it. I'm half paying attention. Okay. So my mucositis is causing my eyes to tear more and more every day. I thought it was just when my mouth was in pain, but now it's pain from different places, whether it's my mouth, my nose, my back, my rash. All of those things will cause my eyes to tear excessively. So that's my Zyrtec, Zyrtec, Zyrtec. Yep. Zyrtec. Okay. And then the allergy medicine. Then my melatonin. Do I have any melatonin left? Oh boy, that's not good. So my melatonin, I take 2 at night. I take 10 milligrams at night. But since I only have a few left, I'm going to take 1 a night for this week until I can get some more. Worst case scenario is I can have 1 gummy. I really shouldn't, but if I'm going to double up, I might as well double up on something. That I won't double up on 2 of these, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Hopefully. The other thing that we take together is the naproxen sodium. So let's see. Just trying to see where everything is. Well, my twice a day. I'll do my twice a day. My twice a day calcium. I take calcium twice a day. It was really the immunotherapy that affects the calcium because of the thyroid, but I'm not taking it off. I'm not taking any chances. I never heard of anybody having so much excessive calcium by taking a supplement every day that they had to be hospitalized. So, even if I ate all the ice cream in the world. Okay. I was going to be like, woo-woo, a perfect 4, but truth is, I counted ahead of time, so. That would be cheating. If you're a person who fills medication every day or once a week, then you know how fun a perfect pour is, you know. Okay. Okay, so the other thing we both take is the B12. This B12 is not from this bottle. 1,000 micrograms. It might be actually. That might be the original bottle. We take one every day in the morning. B12 helps with energy. Shoot, I knocked 2 on the floor. B12 is, like I said, it helps with energy, focus, metabolism, all these things. There is some disagreement about multivitamins and supplements. People believe that you should get all of your vitamins and supplements, vitamins and minerals from food, but not everything is tolerable to every single person. Not everybody can eat their daily weight in vitamin supplements, if you know what I mean. I just want to find the other thing that me and Jim take together, and I thought I had it out already. Oh, no, here it is. So this is the Walgreens version of Aleve. Beepers, Jerry. Jim and I both take Aleve every day and every night. Aleve is 12 hours, so you're only supposed to take 2 a day, unless otherwise instructed by your doctor or pharmacist. We take it at morning when we wake up to get us through the day, and then 12 hours later at bed. That's why I have an alarm on my digital assistant that reminds me when it's time to take meds. If for some reason I don't take my meds on time, I adjust the 12-hour schedule the best I can. I think that 11 hours when you're in the hospital, they tell you there's an hour window. When we learned at the group home, it was a half an hour window. That was the agency policy. Basically a half an hour window in each direction. So if someone has 6 o'clock meds, you can start giving them to them as early as 5:30, and you can give them to as late as 6:30. But when you're in the hospital setting, and I know this because I was just in the hospital, SLU had the rule that it was an hour. You have an hour window. So probably because they had so many more patients. And it's probably hard to do everybody's 7 o'clocks when you have to go to 47 floors and read 37 different types of medications and charts and X, Y, and Z and stuff. So, all right. So that's the Aleve. Okay. I want to just pick this up and take a real quick gander because I'm not okay. All right, good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any days. Okay. I take a baby aspirin. I take a chewable baby aspirin to stave off DVT. I was taking an actual blood thinner, really, really low dose because I am moving more now, but still not moving as much as I should be or could be, or as a person, as a human being should be. That's what I mean to say. I'm moving as much as I can. It's still not as much as a human being should be to stave off DVT. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. And I actually said to Jim, I know when I don't have my chewable aspirin because it's cherry flavored, and I take this Senna, and I'll tell you about my Senna in a second. I did miss Thursday. Nope, I didn't. Nope, I didn't. Okay, it's there. It was hiding. So I take Senna. Doctor prescribed Senna S, but I wasn't able to get a hold of it. So I take Senna and the Miralax. I take 2 in the morning, and these smell like grass. Dirt, maybe? No, grass. Yeah, grass. They just smell like grass. Not like hot grass, but like actual cuttings, lawn cuttings. And if I don't have the cherry in there, I can tell the difference. I can smell it right away. It's very strong when there's no other scents or flavors. I'm supposed to take 2 of these a day, and then 1 any night I don't have a bowel movement during the day. So telling you this in case you're a person with the same issue. I just want to double check I got 2 in each. Because I feel like that one, yep, that one did. I did miss that one. Okay. I was feeling like Wednesday I thought I did 1 on Wednesday and then went back for more, but I didn't. I must have just left it in the container. Okay, so that's that. Jimmy takes Insulin. This is cinnamon. It's for blood sugar support. He is been close to borderline diabetic, but he severely reduced the amount of sugary drinks that he takes in a day, almost to nothing. He does treat himself to an occasional Mountain Dew if we have something going on, or if he's having a very stressful day. But he still is trying to combat the effects with his medication, so he doesn't have to be on any diabetes medication. Jim also takes vitamin E. He has been taking vitamin E for years. He's had a skin condition for years. My dad, when he met him, was like, oh, you know, do you take vitamin? My father's really big on vitamins. He was like, oh, do you take vitamin E? My father had very poor skin when he was young, and he started taking vitamin E when he was really young. And his condition improved. So I don't know that it will for everybody, but he turned Jimmy onto this, and now Jimmy only has issues when he's stressed out. Okay. Stool softener. Jim takes 1 stool softener every night. Jim, oh, I forgot to put that in the cap. Jim is prone to having, let's say, he just needs more fiber in his diet. And when he can't get it, the stool softener helps. So let's say that. This is his multivitamins. It says it's a Centrum bottle, but it's not. It's actually 1 a day, 50 men plus. It's just that we use this little tiny bottle to keep it in this box, because otherwise it's a huge bottle. And that, my friends, was a perfect uncalculated pour. Thank you very much. Okay. Niacin. Jim takes niacin for a healthy heart. Because of his genetic cholesterol issues, he does whatever he can. His mom had a doctor mom has the same condition, obviously, because it's genetic, and doctor recommended niacin, so she takes niacin and turned him onto it. Now he's been taking it ever since, and he never once had a doctor tell him to stop taking it. So they always ask him, when you get a new doctor, why are you taking this? And he said, we'll tell them, he's like, oh, you know, I have this genetically high cholesterol, and my mom's doctor suggested she do it, so she suggested I do it. So, okay, that is James. That is Jerry. That is James. That is Jerry. That is Jerry. This is James. This is James. This is James. Okay, so first thing we'll do first is Jim's. Jim takes once a week, vitamin D2. Takes it on Monday morning. And he takes fish oil supplements. His fish oil supplements are huge. These particular ones are ginormous. He takes them twice a day, as per doctor's instructions. He was always on fish oil for like almost not as long as I've known him, but first doctor we saw as married couple together, she put him on fish oil, and ever since then, every new doctor puts him back on fish oil. So he was getting this prescription strength. I don't know why he's not anymore. We do have pretty good insurance. I don't know exactly where I'm at with this, so forgive me. It's the talkies. I have the talkies. I just need 2 for these 2 PMs, okay? Wednesday and Thursday PM. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now we'll just do Jim's mornings. Jim takes his fenofibrate in the morning. I believe fenofibrate is his cholesterol medicine. I think. I'm pretty 99.9% sure that's what I remember. I wonder what fenofibrate is generic for. this was almost a perfect pour. Oh no, it was a perfect pour. That one didn't get one, yeah. Sometimes they tell you on here, generic 4. Compatible. I can't read it honestly. It's very, very small. And you're over there with the magnifying glass. So maybe I'll look at it when I'm done and I'll share that information with you guys. The other thing he takes in the morning. Oh, that's it for him for the morning. So let's shut his mornings off. Oh, you have to make sure all the pills are laying down flat or else it won't close. We got a fish oil alert, fish oil alert. Okay, let's get his night times. He takes Singular at night. Don't you go anywhere. Actually, I start with that. And then he takes his anti-anxiety medication, and he takes them at night too. They were prescribed to start taking them in the morning, and they were making him drowsy. So if that ever happens to you, call your doctor or pharmacist and just say, can I switch it? And they usually say no problem. That's what his doctor said. And I told him to just let his doctor know that he takes it in the morning now. Let me double check. I mean at night now, excuse me. Let me just double check I have them in each one. Yes, okay. Okay, now close up all of Jim's and kids can go a sweepy night nights. Okay. What I really love about these pill containers is that not only that each one of these closes really nice, then we have this external box that closes really well. And I can actually like, yeah, do that. Now I take gabapentin twice a day. Gabapentin is a neuro blocker. I think I think it works on the neurons. But it's basically for pain, but I believe it's like a neuro blocker, if I'm not mistaken. I started taking gabapentin when we thought I had to get a hip replaced. But my femur was actually broken and we didn't know it at the time. Yeah. It helped though. And then I take, that's it for at nighttime, so I can close all my nights. And then I take my losartan potassium, which is basically it's Cozar. It's a blood pressure medication. It's a very, very low dose I take. It's a teeny tiny pill that sometimes gets stuck in my cheek and gums. Not like a really good chewing tobacco, right? And Jim, you want to check the laundry?
No, it's done.
Okay. Let's see. We just double check that I got it in the Wednesday. Yep, okay. And then the last thing that I have to take is my antidepressant. I've been taking my antidepressant since my brother passed away. This is Fluoxetine, which is for Cymbalta. What'd you say, sweetheart? Okay.
I'm so tired I haven't been able to do it.
Oh, okay.
But
No, we can wait till you're done. It's fine. I'm almost finished. I might actually have to help you get me the camera back when I say goodbye to the peoples. So that's it. I know there was a lot of questions before about why I was taking X, Y, and Z. And I tried to explain to people in the comments that I wasn't taking certain medications anymore. I'm not taking biotin. I'm not taking multivitamin anymore. There's just a lot of stuff that I cannot take because it contraindicates with the chemotherapy. So that's important to recognize. If you don't know for sure of any contraindications for your medications, definitely check with your doctor. but mostly check with your pharmacist. The pharmacist knows more about medications than your doctor does. Just remember that. Because your doctor has to learn about all the body parts. The pharmacist just has to learn about the medications, okay? Not just, but you know what I'm saying. That's his specialty. We at HRC used to always have a pharmacy consultant come to the group home, and the pharmacy consultant would look over all the books and the medications and make sure if something was double dosed, to make sure they had copies of all of the DC scripts when a medication was discontinued. Not something you normally do with your regular doctor, but if I ever get a doctor to discontinue a medication, I always try to call the pharmacy right away to ensure that they take that off my list. I do use the CVS app, and you can archive a medication, but it doesn't mean that it will permanently be deleted. So when I put everything back in here, I always put everything size order from the front of the basket. Jim doesn't, but that's okay. I'm doing meds tonight, and he's not, so there you go. He just made a fart noise. Rude.
Rude and socially inaccessible, and damn proud of it.
And let's see. What else did I want to tell everybody? So I already said we take meds twice a day. I take 3 times a day. With my chemotherapy, I take that at 5 a.m. still. I might switch it. Jimmy and I were talking about perhaps now that he has to work later. But I do really enjoy our coffee mornings together. And if I do switch it to 6 o'clock, I really can't have coffee with him. So I'm probably not going to, just for that benefit alone. I do enjoy the time we spend together. Oh, this is smaller. And then these can go on top. And then always this one goes on top too. Okay? That's the empty one. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions, I'd love to be able to answer them for you when I get into answering comments. It comes and goes, because depending on how I feel, it depends on whether or not I have time to answer comments. Sometimes I only have enough energy and strength and eyesight to film a video and upload it for you. But we're getting there, I promise. I do. I promise I'm getting there. Try to do it at least once a week. But listen, I love you. And if nobody's told you today you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you. Again, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to get them as soon as possible, okay? All right. And I love you. All right. As always, take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye.